Let's talk to Alice next. You see a trim, muscular man dressed in clothing that is comparatively drab and mundane compared to most of the outfits you've seen in the city. He carries himself with an air of supercilious arrogance. He also looks dramatically out of place in here. What do you want, he asks. Who are you? I'm Alice, warrior of renown. Surely you've heard of me. Of course we have. At last, not everyone here is entirely ignorant. I shall allow you to buy me a drink, and then we can trade stories. I shall regale you with my latest adventures, including the tale of how I came to this most wondrous, dismaying city. I can hardly wait. First, could you answer some questions for me? Or where are you from? How did you get here? Okay, well that's that. I come from the city of Aliburn, on the river Taimi. Surely you've heard of the glories and wonders. No matter, no matter. This place is benighted, and ignorant when it comes to the splendors of true cities. I'm told that my land is what is called a prime, but it does denizens of the city. The prime of what? I don't know. Right, you're a long way from home. Good luck and farewell. Or how did you get here? Actually, we'll ask how did you get here, because we already asked that, so might as well insist. Chasing my old foe, the villainous life shade Tir Tenalel. He pauses, waiting for acknowledgement, then continues. He conjured his demonic magic and opened himself a doorway and hurled himself through it. Before he could flee me entirely, I threw myself after him and found myself here. I get it, you're one of the clueless... What? Alright, that sounds like quite an adventure. Good luck getting around, you'll need it. Alright, that sounds like quite an adventure. I had other questions. I think we're getting a little bit bored, actually. I'm looking for a journal. He's not been searching for such items. Alright, very well, thank you for your time. Okay, so that is kind of a waste. I need to answer a phone call, so I'm going to be back. Just a second. Right, I am back. Probably gonna have to end this session soon, actually. So we're not gonna get through the painted door today. But, let's talk to Ebbed Creek Knees. See a slightly stooped old man with a full grey beard and lines made of grey hair. Keeps the helmet nearby. Smokes a pipe, carries a pouch of tobacco around his waist. Looks pretty strong, he's a little plump and also appears to have some sort of breathing trouble. Well now, aren't you a sight, lad? Never have I seen so many scars blanketing a fellow like a scar cloak you're wearing. Where you been? Hanging out in a grain treasure? He laughs. Oh, I'm just jesting with you, lad. No offense, I meant, and I hope no offense taken. I'm Ebb. He extends his hand. Greetings, Ebb. His handshake is firm. Now I hereby tender my apologies for the unfair jesting, lad. Hope no hard feelings. Can I buy you a tankard or two or something to smooth any ruffled feathers? Why not? That's a spirit, lad. Buy in a moment. Yeah, I don't think our character's going to be that offended because he knows he's covered. He's not completely unreasonable, but it's not the kind of thing he'd get upset about. Raises to his feet, heads to the bar. After a moment, he returns to his seat with a pair of tankards. Here you go, lad. Drink up, he says. A massive swallow from his own tankard puffs up on the pipe and says, what can old Ebb do for you on this fine Sigil day? Well, I had some questions, I guess. Oh, well, I gathered that. Just to look at you. I mean, you don't look like you're from around these parts, lad. You look a little too out of sorts to be seasoned native. Ebb chuckles, then takes another drink. So what can I help you with, lad? Need to know the lay of the land? Ebb winks. Who are you? Ebbed Creek Knees, third measure of harmonium, now retired and being a tout with one's voice since I can't step as lightly as I might these days, past 2 or 3 decades. He chuckles. Now lad, who might you be and what trouble might you be in? Third measure of the harmonium? He puffs up slightly in pride and gets a semi-stern look on his face. Aye, third measure of harmonium. He relaxes a little. Though I haven't served up a tour duty in many a decade, pushing a quill wasn't quite up my alley after all the fights and skirmishes I've been in. So I just bide my time keeping tabs on things down here in the hive and helping out a little where I can. And you look like someone who might need a hand. Are you in some kind of trouble, lad? We're not gonna tell him too much about it, because... who knows, we might have actually met this guy before. We seem to have met a lot of people in here before, so I wonder. A few troubles. Oh, well, I hope it isn't nothing too serious now. But I'll leave it that for yourself to say, and if and when you feel like talking about it. Don't mean to press the point, no. That'll get you in more trouble around here than anything else. Alright. I have some other questions. I'm missing a journal. Is there more? Okay, this guy's really long-winded. Yeah. Oh boy, okay, I'm not going to read all of this, I don't think. He puffs his pipe and snaps his fingers. But you know, lad, if Faird is the one who scrapped you off in the street, then he might know where your stuff is. It's most likely in his larder, if you ask me. A dead man is usually in no position to keep his possessions when the collectors tumble through his body. We already know about Faird. Tell me about Sigil. Okay, this guy could tell us a lot, and I don't really have time to learn about this right now. So what I think I'm going to do is come back to this place another day. Because this seems like a very large place, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to get around to exploring the whole thing today. So talk to Dakin, and we might end our session. Actually, the bar seems like a good place to end it, so we'll finish this. The man before you is old. His dry yellow skin has the scars of one who has traveled everywhere and never rested long in one place. His pinched face is inhumanly angular, and his ears sweep out from his skull, tapering to points. He wears a loose-fitting orange tunic, and a strange shimmering blade is strapped across his back. The blade looks to be a true pronged glaive made of some metal whose surface swirls like a film of oil on a pond. Say greetings. The man turns to you, his eyes like polished coal. He stares through you, and then for a moment you wonder if he might be blind. The weapon suddenly turns a dead flat back, mirroring the man's eyes. Are you alright?
Hail, traveler.
Okay. His voice is quiet and somber, like a wind whispering through the branches of a great tree. Hail?
Eyes of the weight of one who has traveled far to be in this place.
Well, I don't need to do any voicing for that. You could say that. His gaze does not waver from yours. I am known as Dakin. Emphasis on known. Okay, the emphasis he places on the word known strikes you as odd, yet familiar at the same time. You are not known to me. I am a visitor to the city. Dakin is silent for a moment, still studying you with his coal-black eyes. The planes number many infinities, yet you are here. I would know why you have come to this city. I'm looking for answers. I have many questions. Speak your questions. I will hear you. Your features are unfamiliar to me. What are you? A Gisserai. A Gisserai. A Gisserai is one of the people. One of the people? A Gisserai. I love this. Yes, but where are the Gisserai from? Exactly. The Dakin is silent for a moment, then speaks. Our history does not need to be made known to you. We would bleed to death on time's blade before I recited a fraction of the histories of our people. I don't need to know your histories, but I would know of your people as they are now. Know this and accept it as an answer. We are the people who make our home upon the shifting plane of limbo. With a deft motion, he slips the blade from his back and holds it up before him. Wait and see what happens? There we mold the matter of limbo with our minds. We forge cities with our thoughts. As you watch, a series of rippling waves of metal begin to roll forth from the center of the blade. The pitch and crest of the waves match the inflections in Deacon's voice. In its chaos we dwell, with only our knowing to preserve us. We are the Gizzerai. What is that blade you have? It moved, shifted in response to your voice. It's a Karak blade. It is an object that lets others know the rank of the wielder. Karak? What does that mean? Dakin fell silent for a moment as if searching for the correct words. In your tongue, the closest translation is chaos matter. The people may shape it with their thoughts. The people shape it with their thoughts. Well, I think our character is actually going to be really interested in shape it with their thoughts. Because it sounds like it could be a useful ability. Karak is not shaped by heat, but by knowing oneself. It is a mirror that reflects the will of the wielder on its surface and in its edge. When one knows themselves, the blade is strong, harder and stronger than steel. When one does not know themselves, the blade is as water, formless and weak. Are you willing to sell it? I don't think we're going to ask that. That's might be kind of offensive. Okay, what rank does a blade signify? The blade is a symbol carried by the Zerth. A Zerth is one who knows the words of Zerthimon. In knowing the words of Zerthimon, they know themselves. Zerthimon is founded our race. He knew the Gizzerai before they knew themselves. He defined the people. He gave them one mind. I had some other questions. You seem to place a special emphasis on knowing. What do you mean? All things, whether structure or flesh, their existence is defined by their knowing of themselves. And if a man does not know himself? When a mind does not know itself, it is flawed. When a mind is flawed, the man is flawed. When a man is flawed, that which he touches is flawed. It is said that what a flawed man sees, his hands make broken. Do you know yourself? I ask again, do you know yourself? When Dakin speaks again, his voice has changed. His words echo like a great stone dropped into a chasm. It looks like he is forcing the words from his chest. It is not my will that you know this. Perhaps being too kind phrasing it as a question. Tell me. No, okay, we're not going to be like that. I had some other questions. I've lost a journal. Do you know where it might be? Okay. It is not known to me. We've asked about the blade. What can tell me about the city? Sigil. Among the people, it is known as a city that does not know itself. It's an interesting parallel there. Nameless One not knowing himself, and a city that does not know itself. The city exists, but does not know itself. In not knowing itself, its existence is flawed. You speak as if the city is alive. It may not be aware and know itself in the sense that you or I might know ourselves, but it lives, it grows, changes, and touches the mind of all that live here. Why did you say that the city does not know itself? The city exists in opposition to itself. It has set itself apart from the planes, yet it seeks to be everywhere at once. Its walls are doors, yet it keeps those doors locked. Such an existence tells us the thing that does not know itself. In not knowing itself, it is flawed. Okay, there's more. Oh dear. Okay. What the city is not flawed, and you just do not know the reasons for its contradictions. There's order in everything. Okay, that's a little bit too that's a little bit too deep for our character. A thing that does not need to be ordered in purpose to know itself. What if these contradictions are strengths that you cannot see? That's also a little bit too deep. Yeah. When you say that the city is everywhere at once, what do you mean? Doors built, or yeah, doors make up the city, but the doors lead everywhere. And where are these doors? They're everywhere. Decken fell silent for a moment. It is said that every bounded space within the city is a door that leads elsewhere. I don't understand. Imagine a door to a Smoldering Corpse bar. Remove the door, the frame remains. The space within the frame is still a door. Okay, but I walked through that door to get in here. It's just an open space. Many are doors that you never see. You may pass through them as if air and not know them for what they are. They are closed to your sight and touch. And you're saying that these invisible doors are everywhere in Sigil. It is said every bounded space in Sigil is a door. It is not known for certain. Doors move, doors change, doors disappear, but all are locked. What do you mean by locked? Doors remain as air until you have a key that opens them. When you have the key, the doors will make themselves known to you. So this is starting to sound like portals. How do you know what the key is? Some keys are known, some are unknown. There are as many keys as there are doors. The keys are not always things of metal. The keys can be the clashing of two swords, a drop of blood drawn from the tongue of a dying man, the memory of a past love, or an angry curse hurled at the sky. When a key and door match, the door reveals itself. This is starting to sound really philosophical. Yeah, it sounds like finding all these keys and doors can be difficult. I think your character is going to get a little bit impatient at this point. Such a task has been attempted, but never finish. The city changes, the doors change. Nothing known remains known for long. Okay. There is nothing more to be said. Farewell. As you turn to leave, the man speaks sharply. The first time you've heard his tone change since the conversation began. Hold! The man's voice levels out. The city is not known to you. I would travel your path with you. I accept an extra blade would could be welcome? Or why does he want to join us? Okay. I guess it's just a... Well, he does seem like a fightery sort. I accept.
Your path is mine.
Strangely enough, his voice seems distant, and it echoes, as if he was speaking from across a great distance. Alright, very well, let's go. Okay, well... I guess we got a party member. So we know nothing about him. And these characters all need leveling up, probably. But that's not going to happen today. Let's go and end the session at the bar. You know, maybe we'll just grab a drink. Can grab a drink a little bit faster than that. Unfortunately, my time today is a bit short. I want something to drink. I guess our character feels like me today. You quaffed a weak drink. The flavor isn't exactly bold, but it's filling and it's alcoholic. It doesn't seem to do anything else for you. Alright. So, that's all for today. Probably all our characters are going to have a bit of a drink here. And thanks for watching. Be well. And take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.